And today marks 1 year since a powerful bomb cyclone wreaked havoc on the Pacific Northwest.
It toppled trees across the region and knocked out power for nearly 1 million homes across 3 states and Canada. On top of the outages, the storm is blamed for 2 deaths. In Linwood, a woman was killed by a large tree that fell onto a homeless encampment. In Bellevue, a woman died after a tree fell onto her home. A lot has been rebuilt over the past year, but the recovery isn't over.
KIRO 7's Samantha Lumibao shows us what's been repaired and what still needs fixing.
It's hard to believe this base-filled room was silenced by the bomb cyclone that ripped through a year ago.
As we assessed the damage, I went from hopeful to just absolute catastrophic loss.
Bryce Van Paris tells me that one night cost Hammond Ashley Violins hundreds of thousands of dollars in damages. The culprit right outside this window.
This giant cottonwood tree right here blew, broke off, and crashed through the roof right where we're standing.
Everything in this room was either completely destroyed or damaged, including this hand-carved upright base. But about a week ago, it was fully restored and it's now back in its home.
But that was not the case for all 850 string instruments affected.
There was so much devastation and so much of our inventory that was absolutely destroyed, and there was no power, there was no heat, everything was wet. It was just kind of like, we're done, we're out of business. That was the feeling at that point.
It took about 8 months for the shop to fully reopen, and they weren't alone. Across Issaquah, the storm devastated the entire city. 9 homes were deemed uninhabitable, 17 more too damaged for people to stay. Issaquah Mayor Mary Lou Pauley says it caught everyone off guard.
It's one thing to prepare for the storm. Were you guys prepared for the damages?
No, the damages far exceeded our expectations in terms of how much would come down, trees, damage to houses and trees everywhere.
The price tag? $3.8 million in damages and restoration. And that's just public property. The state kicked in $1.4 million. The city covered the rest from its general fund and reserves. But there's still a lot of work to do, including a long-term tree replanting program. Pauley says the storm also revealed some critical gaps.
This was for 6 to 10 days, so let's think about what if it's a month? What if it's 2 months? And how do we make sure, hope that it never comes, but plan for the worst?
The city is now working to create bigger emergency spaces with heat, lighting, and access to food. For Van Paris, he's also finding the silver lining.
We were actually able to remodel and relocate some of the instruments and make it a better space. So in the end, it came out as a blessing in disguise.
Business is now better than ever, one instrument at a time. He says they're finding their tune again. In Issaquah, Samantha Lumibao, KIRO 7 News.
And that is part of a full day of coverage we have in store for you. Multiple reports in multiple communities. We are checking in on the victims of the storm. Watch all of our stories throughout this evening from now until then.